All right, welcome, kings and queens, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are in week 5, day 22 of the Diddy trial. Listen, something is going on in that courtroom. It is approximately 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Typically, we would have already started. The jury would have been out. Something is going on, and the judge called a huddle between Joe's attorney. Keep in mind that Diddy pays Jane Doe's attorney, the defense, the lead counsel for the defense, and also the lead counsel for the state. There's murmurings in the courthouse that Jane may be refusing to testify today. We are still wondering what the hell is going on. People are coming down. The press is going live. YouTubers, podcasters are going live. My question is, if she refuses to come out and testify, is that going to hurt the case? Is she purposely sabotaging the case on the behalf of the state and the defense? Is she on Diddy's payroll? We have so many questions. Pause for a second. Keep in mind that Diddy is paying not only Jane Doe's rent, which is $10,000 a month, he's also paying her attorney. So this morning, there was a delay, and you can see her attorney like rapidly texting, which I believe she's texting Jane, right? Because the prosecution and the defense went at it this morning about a tape, about an audio note that I do believe the prosecution, their argument is, Your Honor, the defense attacked Jane Doe on the stand, which may influence the jury that Jane Doe changed her testimony, um, changed her testimony to please the prosecution. Because you remember day one, it didn't go so good. And then day two, I said, it looks like maybe she was prepped and somebody to get in there. Listen, because day one, she abruptly looked at the judge and said, I need a break, right? It just didn't go good on day one. Day two, yesterday, was really, really rough for Jane Doe. She was not cooperative. She was somewhat refusing to testify. She refused to give direct answers. She was reprimanded by the judge over 3 times. As a matter of fact, we actually ended court early. The judge sent everybody home. Oh, shit. God, dang. They got all kind of bugs out here. Shit. Damn. I just got bit. Listen, the judge sent everybody home yesterday because Jane was just being uncooperative. So right now, it's being rumored, allegedly. Now, when I go back upstairs, something completely different could happen, but it's being whispered that she may be refusing to come out. And some people wonder if she's scared to continue to testify because of her child's father. I don't know. That's why I'm down here. And they were also arguing this morning that did Jane have a motive? dollar sign to change her testimony because after Cassie's law stopped, according to what the defense and what the prosecution, they're arguing that right now. And keep in mind, the jury is not even in the room, y'all. The jury would normally be in the room right now. Something is going on. There's a Diddy made us like this. He pretended he was yawning and he did his hands like this over his head. And I wrote it down. I said, that's code for pray. He's sending a message to his family. That was code for pray. He did this. If you understand, I was like, oh, he's telling them to pray. What are we praying for? Are they praying that she doesn't come out? Are they praying that whatever's happening in the judge's chambers is going to be in his favor? Or is he in his family to pray because it's not in his favor? Does the prosecution have a solid case? Remember, they don't have to create a masterpiece when we think about it. Think about it as a canvas, right? They don't have to create a masterpiece, unfortunately. All they have to do is just stroke the canvas. I do believe they have them on robbery. I do believe that they feel confident enough that they have them on sex trafficking because according to the state, they will rest. They should be able to rest by next Wednesday or Friday. And they're going to actually remove witnesses that they were going to previously call to testify on the behalf of the state. When you start to hear the state or the feds do that, that's not good. That means they think they got enough. That means they think they got enough. So I don't know if that was code for pray. We're losing, pray she don't come out, or pray because something really bad is happening right now. Oh, they're not back in session. Because listen, I'm going to turn the camera. They're not back in session because I can see other people coming out back there behind me. I can see other people coming out, right? In order to do their lives and update. Look, you see other groups back there. You see people back there. Something is going on. Now, let me ask you, for those of you that are legal experts, do you feel like we would be able to go on if Jane refuses to testify? Let me put the comments and see what you all are saying. Oh, oh, my audio is my audio skipping? Is that what y'all are saying? Probably because I'm outside. Sorry about that. She's messing. Okay. Robin M says she's messing up the direction of the case. Possibly so. Yep. He's not going to stop until they throw him out the courtroom. Listen, I caught it. It was obvious when he did that. My question is, what are we praying for? What are we praying for? So what they're arguing is, so a few videos ago, I updated you all and I told you that Jane Doe was at Diddy's house in Miami. And there's a lot of false stuff going on. There's a lot of false stuff going on. But I told you she was at Diddy's house and she saw Cassie's lawsuit. How she saw it, I'm not sure. But she was able to screenshot the 3 pages of it. And she testified under oath. What the defense is saying is after Cassie's lawsuit dropped, Jane Doe started to keep documentation. And I believe the aim the defense is trying to take is like, listen, this is a setup. Always have been. Once she saw that, hey, I only get 10,000 a month and she got 20 million. Oh yeah, let me make it make sense for me. So they noticed that she started a diary, y'all. She started a diary. She started taking photos of her injuries. She did have 2 knot-sized balls on her head. He did become physical with her. There was no physical in the relationship when Cassie's lawsuit dropped, which was in November of 2023. Keep that in mind. In December of 2023, Jane started keeping detailed records on her engagement, her interactions with Diddy. She also, remember, hit him, punched him in his face, which most believe was to incite him to become violent with her. And it worked because he did. But remember, testified under oath that she slammed his head into a marble counter when he was bending down to tie his shoe. And they said, how? And she said, with all my might. And then I punched him in the face. And then I threw candles at him and I threw glass. What happened then? A physical altercation occurred where he kicked down 3 doors in her house. the bedroom door, the bathroom door, and the closet door. What the defense is trying to say is, listen, this has been a setup from her. She went along to get along, and she found out that she can get some money out of this, right? And they're arguing that. They were arguing that. Hold on. They were arguing that this morning, and they continued to come forward. And now they're in the chamber with the judge, and to my knowledge, they have not come out. So I don't know if we're having court today. The family did just walk in. Justin is here, Quincy is here, and Christian is here. The mom is here, the son is here. I actually spoke to, come on, I'm live.
You heard what happened, right?
Huh?
You heard what happened?
What happened? Come.
I'm gonna bring.
She's refusing to testify, right?
Yes.
I told y'all. I'm already live. I told you she's refusing to
Yes,
testify.
Yes.
Here, come right here.
I'm just coming out the courtroom, and it appears that Jane Doe doesn't want to continue her testimony. Will this lead to a mistrial of Sean Diddy Combs? We know that she was under direct examination vigorously by, a cross-examination vigorously by the defense. Doesn't want to continue. She doesn't. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? This could ruin the whole case.
You think so?
Or
do you think they have enough?
I don't think they have enough. I'm not convinced. But she has to continue because the defense has the right to a fair trial. They're obviously getting.
Remember, she has immunity.
And she has a flight too, so maybe that flight may not go through. We'll see. Make sure you follow this queen. Make sure you follow this queen. I got to go live.
Okay, all right. Thank you. I told y'all. Boom, boom. I ran down here. I told y'all she is using to testify today. I don't know what's going to happen. Y'all, this is so good. If you're not in New York, listen, what does this mean? She's on the payroll. Jane Doe is on the payroll. She did her job. Do you not remember the previous conversations between her and Puff when he said, get on your job because I'm on mine? Get on your job because I'm on mine. Y'all better, they have a motto within Combs Enterprise of keep it moving, baby. Keep it moving. Crescendo. Crescendo. She on her job. Listen, give that lady a round of applause. Give her a round of applause. If they declare a mistrial, you know he's sliding some money underneath the table. Now, Diddy, come here. You could have called me to the stand. I would have acted a fool on your behalf. You hear me? Shit. I would have acted a fool. Baby, I would have hit people as I was walking out, depending on what we're talking about. Working now, she on her job. Thank you, Alvera. Ward says she's on her job. The hall says she's trying to throw this off. It ain't gonna work. It don't matter. She on her job. I told y'all. They say she going to jail, huh? Y'all say she's going to jail. Her Famika Capricorn says, I told y'all this lady was trying to throw the case and did right now, refusing to testify. She said he paying her rent and she paying. Girl, he's paying her attorney. So what happens is every morning when we come in, the defense, the prosecution, if there's a letter to the judge, if there's any pushback, any concerns, they communicate that before the jury comes out, right? So this morning was very, very heated. There seemed to be this undertone of something's happening.
It's the tree. It's just the tree.
Oh, baby, y'all got some bugs down here. Let me get up out of here. So there was this undertone. As soon as I walked in, I told my note buddy, because I told my note buddy, something happening. He said, it is. Here we are. Is this enough to declare a mistrial? What do you think? She has immunity. Will she go to jail if she don't take the stand? And you know what I think? I game is so deep. I think you guys have no idea. I think we have no idea how deep this enterprise goes. She's on her job. Just Monique said Dennis is so dressed. He is. Oh, the one say he's fine. So here we are. That's what's happening right now. These bugs. She ain't trying to lose what she's getting from Diddy. Listen, she probably got a little payout. Too. I wrote this morning when I came in. I put, there's a lot of energy in the air this morning, and something is happening. This is all of this. You can sense it. And when he did this on the cool, he acted like he was stretching and did that. Oh, I know. I said, something's up. He's telling his mama, pray that this goes well. Diddy is running shit from behind the bars. Diddy is running shit from behind bars. Okay, do you hear me? D. Grant said, I knew this trip would cause a problem. She says she has immunity because her ass should be jailed for, oh, okay. Oh, for drug trafficking. Okay. Queen, you are in your place. I'm trying to be. And I ran down. I knew what was happening before two and two was being put together. I saw her attorney texting because I'm like, okay, I'm peeping game. They're huddling. Diddy seemed real concerned. He had a look of concern on his face this morning. He wasn't as engaging as he normally be. And I put this is not good. Usually his demeanor is completely different, but I'm peeping that. I'm watching the behavior. I'm looking. He's honed in on the huddles of the attorney. He kind of Nicole Westmoreland, like, get on your job, go over there and see what's happening, right? So I'm like, something's up. Then he did that pray motion. That was a wrap. After that, I told him, I said, I'm gonna go, I'm going live. She's refusing to come out. This girl is not gonna go any further. I told y'all she was very defiant yesterday. I said she was not cooperative. She was very resistant. She gave the defense a run for their money. But now that we know it was a play, y'all, it was a play. It's a strategy on the behalf of the defense. It's also a strategy on the behalf of Jane Doe, P. Diddy, and her attorney. It is what it is. The game is, what is it? The game is sold, not told. Y'all out here trying to create victims when the women are actually a part of the enterprise. We ain't trying to save nobody. That's what I told y'all. Don't get too emotionally involved because a lot of these women are you under the bus to stay on the roster. So you got to be very careful, ladies, when you're advocating and when you're pushing and you're trying to save people that don't want to be saved. Audrey said they never had a case. All these hoes put greed before ethics and morals. Just a bunch of grown folks. Hold on. Ayo Green says Diddy apparently is visibly upset. Something is brewing. Yeah, but I think it's on his behalf. So she did her job. What else did I write? Hold on. Oh, at one point, Jane Doe, after Cassie's lawsuit, start to change her communication. You remember I told y'all a while back, I said, her communication changed with him. I noticed. I'm froze. Am I still here? Can you hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. A few videos ago, I said based on the testimony and the flow of the testimony that I'm hearing in the court, I noticed a shift in her tone in between her communications with Diddy by the text message. I was like, she's taken a different stance with him. It seems very pointed, very specific. She's using buzzwords. And now what I'm hearing is a victim. And I remember writing a note and I said, now this is before. Remember, nobody knew we would get to this day today. So she didn't know all of this would happen. She didn't know he was going to be arrested. Nobody could predict that. So then I said, is she working with the feds? Yes, she was at that time. Yes, she was at that time. So here's the thing. Let me tell you who's in power here today. And I'm going to end this live. The person that holds all the power today is Jane Doe. Do you understand me? The person that holds all the power today is Jane Doe. You heard it here first. She's refusing to testify. Will this be a mistrial? Yes or no? You take it to the chat. Let me know. I'll come back a little bit later and fill you in. Thank you all for tuning in. It's a lot. They say y'all ate her up on social media. They say they felt like she was Rebel. Listen, get at me. I can do a good job for you. Y'all tag Rebel. Free promo. They felt like y'all, they say y'all tore that girl up. And that could be the gist of it. And they also feel like she's caught between a rock and a hard place. Diddy and her child's father. You be the judge, you decide. And let me tell you why I keep saying that. Because that's what the jury is going to have to do. That's what the jury is going to have to assess. I'm excited. I'm going to go back upstairs. I'm going to see what the judge is saying. I don't know if he's going to send us home today. Mecca says, what'd you say, Mecca? Honestly, Mecca says, okay, gotcha. Honestly, I don't know if it will be or not. I bet Diddy is hoping so too. I am Keisha. Well, they've tried. This will be their third attempt on a defense side at a mistrial. I don't know. I'll be backed up. Now, look, the one, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you. Listen, don't put that on me. All right, y'all. Thank you. I'm going to go back upstairs, but I promise I'll be back. Take care. All right.